I wanted to, before we get the sunrise over here, so here's what I'm dealing with today. I have my fence posts. So now this will become a lot clearer than it did yesterday. So I'm putting these fence posts in today. There is the garden. So this fence will be about a 6 foot, this will be a 6 foot cedar fence. So it'll be up here. This is where the garden, this 10 by 15 garden is gonna be for my subscribers. I was gonna make it 10 by 10, but I was gonna go 10 that way and then 15 feet along this fence. But from this post where the gate's gonna be over here, over to there is 24 feet. So I just want some opinions. Instead of doing a 10 by 15, I'm almost wondering if I should just take my fence, once I have this fence up. Yes, I want this portion shaded, so if I do like lettuce and things that require more shade, that's why I'm gonna put some up here. But I'm thinking instead of a small 10 by 15, since I have so many seeds, from here to there is about 35 feet. So what do you think? Should I just take more chicken wire? I'll run to there, and then from here, from this post to there. That would give me another 300 or 400 square feet. So let me know your thoughts on that. I would appreciate it. So here comes the sunrise. Let's go grab this real quick. Oh yeah, we are in sunny Oklahoma. Sunrise is making its move. That's the pumpkin that fell off the vine by accident while I was moving it. And I got my little metal sunflower I showed yesterday. Before the sun comes up completely, and I go over to sit down for a second, I want you guys to see this. My green bean seeds. So check this out. This is what I'm talking about. Look at the health of this plant. Look how many green beans on one plant. This is just one plant. So these are gonna be my seeds. Those are gonna be my seeds. Look at all of them. I did get a critter in here yesterday. Hi, Zed. So all of these here are really producing. You can see I had a deer in here last night. I found his hoof prints. But you can see I must have 30 or 40 beans on this one plant alone. So these are gonna go to seed. So I want these for next year's planting. Tons of little baby cantaloupe. So I'm really hoping for big things there. All right, on to more important things. The sunrise. Gotta catch that sunrise. Frostina, they are just run-of-the-mill. I'm not even sure what they are. They are just, they were a packet of green beans I bought from Burpee, I believe. And my sugar pies are coming up. I got 3 or 4 sugar pies on the vine. Just want to sit here for a moment. And soak this in. Yes, I know, Chef said. Thank you, mainly Italian. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. I left my coffee, my Gone Squatchin', on the porch. There it is. While the sunrise is coming up, let me dip this down a little bit. It's not, no, it's about 70 degrees here right now. It's supposed to be 80. Hey, teacher. Teacher Kelly in the house. That's cool. Hopefully planning a trip to Tulsa next year. I've never been because we're south of Oklahoma City towards Dallas, towards the Texas Red River line. But I do want to get there. Like I said, I want to apologize in advance. I got some new toothpaste yesterday. It's Colgate. It's the one I usually get, but they didn't have the exact one. It's the teeth whitener. So if my teeth are so bright and shiny that it's blocking out the sunrise, I apologize. That's right, Kelly. People are probably like, you live in Oklahoma. You brush your teeth in Oklahoma? I didn't know you brush your teeth in Oklahoma. I'm just kidding. I'm a transplant to Oklahoma. Oklahomans are fine. It's a nice state to live in. It really is. But I was telling people the other day that they actually invented the toothbrush in Oklahoma. People don't know that. Oklahoma is famous for creating the toothbrush. That's their claim to fame. Because anywhere else, it would have been called a teeth brush. Yes, mainly Italian. That sun's really getting bright. So yesterday I spent my time editing videos, supporting other channels, going back and forth between my son's house, taking care of his dogs for a couple days, and setting up people on there so they stream during the day over there on his TVs. And so I just took a YouTube day, and just caught up on stuff and neatened up and stuff. And I did that for a reason. Yesterday was going to be in the 90s again, and I've been, but you wouldn't believe it, according to all the, yeah, that's right. Yes, I remember, I heard the parking meters were invented here. I did know that. I think they said that when I took a tour in Oklahoma City. I don't know if that was a joke or for real, but that's pretty cool. They got nothing but fields down where I'm at, and they created parking meters. But I decided yesterday that I've been digging holes and setting cement and getting all dusty. And I figured, I looked at the weather report for the next 2 weeks. It's supposed to be 80s. Oh, it is Hearth and Home. Okay, that's cool. Well, every state has a claim to fame, I guess. And I just said, you know what? I'm gonna take. I can be out, not out in the garden for one day or by the fence working on it. Let me let this one more hot day get in the past, and then this week, today, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go start digging those fence post holes. It's only supposed to be, like I said, 80 to 85 this whole week. It's cooling down, possible some rain during the week. So we're heading into I think our fall stretch. So now I can work again without worrying about it being 105 by 1 in the afternoon. So anyways, so I'm gonna work on the fence today. But yeah, if you guys think I should connect the whole garden to that fence and just finish the garden off instead of having a small, I'll still have the section cordoned off for the subscriber garden. It's still going to be 10 by 10 or 10 by 15 or something, and then I'll have a little fence there for the rest of it. But I'm thinking I might as well just till it up, because I didn't want to have any more size to the garden, because I'm going vertical too with the garden. But I figured, you know what, if I just grind up the dirt for the other 200, 300 square feet, I can put down weed paper or cardboard and not worry about having to I don't have to plant something there. I can actually put a table in there. Hey, Hardknack Farms. I can actually put a table in that area between the test subscriber garden and my other garden. Yeah, Teletubbies, that's right. Oh my goodness, Teletubbies. I thought I'd forgotten about them. Thank you, Shannon, for bringing that back. Oh, first cup of coffee, sunrise, in the garden, hearing the birds. Yeah, so Zed, I'm going to actually film when I start digging that garden up in about hopefully 2 weeks. I'm going to dig it up this fall. I'll mark it off. I'll get in there with a tiller and the spade fork and dig all the dirt up. And I'm getting together wood chips and grass clippings, and I'll probably throw one of my containers of compost onto it and get that all turned in for the winter. So when I hit the ground running in the spring with my subscriber garden, the dirt's ready to go. I'd have to turn it over and just plant. Hardknack Farms. Yeah, Hardknack, yes. Email me, okieseden@gmail.com. It's in my main channel description. Yeah, let me get me the details. Let me see if we can do that tomorrow night. Did you say? Yeah, if you email, let's see if we can set that up. I'm not sure if you're just going to use the YouTube or StreamYard or whatever. I had trouble with StreamYard, and I just usually use the YouTube platform for it. So just let me know how you want to do it so I can start preparing now. But yeah, I'd love to come on. I'd love to do another class. I love going on other people. I haven't yet. You're the first one that said, hey, come to my channel. StreamYard. Okay, I don't have StreamYard, so I have to figure it out. Just send me the details. Just send me the details. Let me see if I can figure it out so we can do that. I'm definitely interested, yes. So, make long story short. I'm doing a live tomorrow myself, just planning. Over the next couple of weeks, I want to, I'm doing, you see, if you look at my lives coming up, you'll see a graph paper drawing colored in. It's the thumbnail. It's garden planning. I'm planning my 2026 garden. So I'm planning the main garden, plus I have one for the subscriber garden. We're going to go over a rough draft tomorrow. Oh, okay. If it's yeah, just send it to me and we'll do it. And I want, because I have a lot of people that do gardening and homesteading and farm to table cooking and on my channel, and I never went to school for any horticulture. This is all from, I've been doing this since I was a child, since I was literally 5 years old, helping my dad and my mom and my grandparents working in gardens, figuring it out. So that's, you know, what's that, 50 plus years of just working in gardens and trial and error and growing because you had to grow food so you could eat. Yes, that's cool, Hardknack. That's awesome. Yeah, I look forward to it. That's awesome. So I always, when I'm planting my garden, so many people have sent me seeds. I'm not familiar with every seed. I have 4 or 5 crops I've grown through the years that I'm successful with, but I like to try other ones. That's why I did pumpkins. And it turns out the Oklahoma soil and the weather here in Oklahoma is very conducive to successful pumpkin growing, which I didn't know, but I have been giving them away. They just keep showing up. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool, Hardknack. I'm looking forward to it now. Now I'm excited. See, you just made an old man's day. Here I thought I was gonna have to dig my trench over here and just they could roll me in tonight and just cover me with the dirt, but now I have something to live for. I always tell, I forgot to do it today, but a lot of times when I come on my lives, I'll say, I checked the obituaries this morning. I didn't see my name in it, so I decided I better do a live. So I do actually check the obituaries every day. I think everybody, when you get to a certain age, you check obituaries because you start losing people. I'm soon to be 60, and I can't tell you how many people from my graduating class have passed away. Cool, cool. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, tomorrow live, it's only gonna be like a half an hour, so I'm just gonna be drafting out the shape of the garden, the possible size of the garden, how I'm gonna be laying out vegetables, and how I'm gonna be laying out trellises and where I'm putting them. But if anybody has, I look forward to other people that have experience or have grown a crop that I haven't. Okra, I didn't have any success this year with okra. I don't know if I didn't start it till like late July. I had some plants given to me, the seedlings. So I think it was just too hot. I would love to try okra because Oklahoma, or Okrahoma, you can call it. Oh, hey, Wendy. Is your husband really super tall or are you super short? Not to be, I'm not joking about it. I think in that one photo, he like looks really tall. Yeah, I look forward to everybody's input on the garden because, you know, everybody's been supportive of this and everybody's been saying, okay, okay. I'm 6'3" also, but I saw the one picture there where you guys are standing next to each other and he just looked like he towered over you. Yeah, I'm 6'3" also, so yeah, you're 5 foot, so that's definitely, definitely a height difference, isn't it? Who remembers, if you're 57, you remember this, Wendy, back in high school, when they would name the class clown and the class athlete and the smartest person, blah, blah, blah. Then they'd have Mutt and Jeff. Remember the Mutt and Jeff? They'd have the tallest person and the shortest person. They'd have the tallest boy, shortest boy, and then tallest girl, shortest girl, and blah, blah, blah. And they'd put them in, you know, the special part of the book where they had like, you know, the class clown and the athlete and everything. And you know, what's funny is also, as I look back, as I have mine, I look at it every once in a while because every once in a while I get a Facebook friend from high school. That's right, ska ska ska. That's right, Okie Pop, ska 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 ska. How you doing, Scully? So everybody, if you don't know who Scully Pop is, he does these readings. He narrates these books, and he plays all of this different sorts of music. He has all sorts of graphics with skeletons dancing and people dancing and ballroom dancing and jazz music. And then he reads and narrates he reads these books. And if you're looking for just pure entertainment, he goes on for a few hours, and it's a long live. Yes, Scully Pop, what you need to do, if you don't mind, is look up Wonky Donkey. So W-O-N-K-Y, Donkey, D-O-N-K-E-Y, Wonky Donkey. It only takes about 2 minutes to read. Yes, we read it to my grandson, my special needs grandson, all the time. It's a tongue twister book, but it is hilarious. When we read it to him, we just laugh. We read it all the time to him, and I'd love to hear you read it with your voice, the way you narrate on your channel with music playing. I think that would be really, really cool. But please let me know when you're going to do it because I want to make sure I can't miss that one. Also, Scully and I, we talk about pumpkins on his lives quite often. So he wanted to know if when I roast my pumpkins and get them to caramelize, can I do the same thing with a sweet potato? So my wife right now on her way home from work tonight is going to stop at Walmart with a short grocery list, and she's getting us 2 sweet potatoes, and then I'm going to film me washing them, cutting them up, putting them in a freezer bag, in a sealed, vacuum sealed bag, freezing it, giving it a few days to freeze, taking it out, roasting it, and see if I can get the same caramelization technique as I do with my pumpkins, because it adds a lot of flavor. So that video will probably pop next week. It's only gonna be about a 5-6 minute video, because it's literally just gonna be me washing and cutting the potato, not peeling it. They're supposed to be organic, so there should not be anything really nasty sprayed on them. I'm washing them anyways, but you gotta leave the skin on, just like I do with the pumpkin. And then we're going to roast them, and I'll do a live where I'll take them out of the oven, flip them over, let them cool a little bit, and then we will do a taste test. And then Scully Pop will have his answer to life. Will a sweet potato caramelize like a pumpkin? The world wants to know. The Okie universe wants to know. What do you people think of the sunrise this morning? I wasn't sure we were going to get one, but the cloud cover did move. If you see, you can see the hay field. I sit here in the morning with my coffee, if I'm not doing a live, before I get started. And if you can see the hay field here. It blows. With the Oklahoma, you get the windy days, and it just looks like a stadium when they do the wave. It just, you see the grass just go like that. Hardneck, yep, it's Okies Eden, just like my channel name, Okies Eden, Okies Eden, Okies Eden, at gmail.com. Well, whatever you do, Scully, it works for you, because it's, it's really, really nice the way you do graphics and your just the whole audio video. But and then if you're new to my channel and you've always wondered why Okies Eden, number one, when I started figuring names out, trying to figure it out, I realized there was no just flat out Okies Eden on Facebook. There was no Okies Eden on Instagram, and there was no Okies Eden, just straight up Okies Eden on YouTube. So I quick grabbed those names, went in, put them in, all three. So I got them secured. Okies Eden. Long time ago, country singer, it was either, I always forget if it was Merle Haggard or Waylon Jennings, somebody will know. Okie from Muskogee. Okie from Muskogee, Oklahoma. So the nickname Okie is just a nickname for an Oklahoman. I'm originally from upstate New York, but now I reside here in Oklahoma, probably will the rest of my life. So I decided I would just adopt the Okie, and then Eden. My dad, hey, good morning. My dad my dad and mom were very religious people. They always had the Bible. We always, spoke of the Garden of Eden. And because the garden I have here is kind of in my dad's memory, because he's the one that taught me everything I know, or most of what I know, or what I've known and learned myself from just experience. But working with him, the way he worked the land and stuff, I learned so much. And he talked often of, the Bible, the Garden of Eden. So I decided I would just put the two together. And so Okie for Oklahoman and Eden for my Garden of Eden. So this is my own little Eden in Oklahoma. And so that's why the name Okies Eden. I did an origin story video way back, just discussing that. But it's in honor of my dad and being an Oklahoman. Scully, I do not have a tornado shelter. My tornado shelter is much like when you're on an airplane that's having distress. You basically get in the crash position and just start praying. No, we don't. Eventually I want to, because I'm trying to design one that does double duty. I know, yes, I said duty. Haha, I said duty. because I can use it for storage, for cold storage. I can get down 4 or 5, 6 feet when it's not in use. Obviously, I can. When it's not in use, I can use it for my potato storage. So that's one thing I'm thinking about doing. But that's probably a year or two away. Strangely enough, we did have one case this year where my son and daughter-in-law are both first responders. And I got a call from my son. He was at work, and he says, "Hey, just so you know, there is a tornado that hit, it was in Little Joe, Texas, which is straight across the border from me, about 20 miles. And he said it is literally headed northeast. It's headed your way at 30 miles an hour. It's already touched down." So we quick grabbed the dog, got our go bags, headed over to grab my daughter-in-law and grandson. And we got about a mile away, and my son called back and he said, "Hey, just so you know, it's back up. It did set down, but then it took back up again." So we were able to come back home. But that was now last year, 2024, we did see the cloud that was dropping the tornado that did hit the town over next to us, that took out the grocery store, the Dollar General, part of the retirement home, and part of the hospital. Luckily, I think there was only one. Thankfully, there was only 1 or 2 people that were injured, and I think 1 passed away. But it didn't hit the main portion of the retirement home, and it didn't hit the main portion of the hospital. But and that was the other reason why I had a smaller garden, but I decided I was going to increase it because I wanted to grow enough food, because now without a grocery store a few miles away, we have to drive 30 to 40 miles either way. You worked in disaster services. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I saw the tornadoes have been everywhere this year. They did not just stick to the usual, tornado alley. I saw Florida had a bunch. I know New York State, I think, had one. Really, because I lived in New York State, we never even thought about a tornado. Well, I'm going to end this right about now, about the half-hour point. I need to start digging holes. And Hard Knock, I'll look for your email and I'll get back to you, but I got to get going on this fence over here. Anybody that has a homestead knows that there's always upgrades and upkeep and gardening and canning and everything. Oh, before I leave, guess what? New toy. Got a new toy. I want to start canning. So my wife is on this. There's this place down here in Denton, Texas. It's over the border from me, and it's a auction site, online auction site. So you go and you bid on these things. So she found an electric. It's a preset where you set your temperature, you set your time for canning. It's a $300 or $400 unit. She bid on it a couple times. She got it for $61. So we're supposed to be we should have that today or tomorrow. So now I'm all set. I can do 20 mason jars at a time with this canning device. So I'm going to be doing a video on that coming up. I will buy some carrots or something. I don't have enough vegetables to put in the canners. So I'm going to get some vegetables from the store, and I'll can some as a test. And we can, you guys can watch me use the new canning device. I'm really excited because now I have a freeze dryer that's supposed to be here any day now. I'll have the canning device, and I'm getting them all for cut rate prices. So we haven't even spent over $100 yet. Yes, Hearth and Home, they're expensive. So between that, the vacuum sealer, and so I'm $150 right now, all in on 3 different devices for storing food, which is really, really good. Hard Knock, I dry my bean seeds, and some I plant, and some I put in a soup with a ham bone to give it flavor. I do like a ham and bean soup. But anyways, I wanted to get that last shot in there about the canner. The canning device. I can't believe I forgot about it. I'll show that hopefully in my next live. I should have it by then. I can show the device. I'm real excited about that because now I can really get rolling. So you guys all have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Go below after this goes public and put a comment in there. If you want me to run your playlists, I will run your playlists. If you don't mind running mine, I have a Watch Please 1 and a Watch Please 2. I appreciate anybody supporting me. I have 5 TVs at my disposal this week, and I run 24/7 right now, 5 TVs of people's playlists. So, Teacher Kelly, I'm going to run more of yours today in a little while, actually. You're on my list again, so I have a rotating list. So, you guys all have a great day. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, and I hope you enjoyed listening to an old man rant. Peace out.